Why do we want to talk to him?
I'm fascinated by this. This is Javier. Hey, Javier, how you doing?
Good morning, Howard.
Morning. Now, you are a fan of the show for how many years?
Well, very few years because obviously I couldn't listen to K-Rock. I knew you from first Letterman in the late 80s, and then the E! Show, and then...
well, you live in San Juan, right?
Right.
Yeah, so he couldn't...
So how does he become an Eric the Midget expert?
Well, I started listening to Howard Stern Show clips on YouTube.
Right.
And, then I would watch and I would see, like, clips that said Eric the Midget. Now, I couldn't care less about a midget.
Right.
I was intent on listening to, like, Gary saying Reese's instead of Reese's or McKine.
Right.
And one day I said, I got to give the guy a chance. And from the first moment I heard, I was totally hooked.
He's like totally obsessed with Eric the Midget.
I would say so, yeah. It's a great entertainment.
And your obsession goes so deep that you literally, what did you do? You cataloged all of his appearance in order?
Yeah, because there's a bunch of guys who put up sound clips of Eric on YouTube.
Right.
And what I did is when you have an account on YouTube, you can make playlists. So there were so many that I started to put them on the playlist in chronological order. The great thing about it is once you listen to Eric on the serious years, it's almost like a saga. It's like a bunch of stories, and it's all so funny. It's so incredibly funny.
So it's almost like a movie to you.
Yeah, it's a bunch of stories. You have the flying with balloons thing and his so-called girlfriend Kendra.
Javier, when you go back in time now, because I don't even remember this, and since you're the world's greatest Eric the Midget expert.
Yeah.
Did he become sort of, like, everyone thinks he's sort of an asshole. I don't necessarily subscribe to that, but was he more well-behaved and compliant when he first called in on K-Rock?
Well, I really haven't listened a lot to K-Rock calls because most of what you find is serious years. But obviously you couldn't say a bunch of stuff on K-Rock.
So you don't know how it came about that Eric called our show, like what his first call was ever about. Do you know that?
I know.
Oh,
it
you
was
do?
About American Idol.
About American Idol. You mean he called up over the transom, he suddenly just called into our radio show and said, I want to comment on American Idol?
I think he wanted to defend Kelly Clarkson because I think he called her fat or not that pretty, and he got angry, and I think he called in to defend her.
Wow.
And you say that Eric, more than anyone on the show, inspires you to listen and to find out more because of this saga of Eric's.
Yeah, I can't wait for Eric to call again. It's very sad what's happened, but you know what? It happens almost every year. He says he's 100% done with the show, and then he calls again. Whether he takes a week or a month, eventually he calls again. And you know what, Howard? I'm following him on Facebook, and he's already, I think he's breaking down already.
He's cracking?
What gives you that idea?
He's been saying that he's done for good, and then I think yesterday he said, well, if certain conditions are met, I may call again.
I see.
He's already breaking down. He said that basically his conditions are that only the people in studio can only goof on him, that Gary has to stop attacking him daily because he believes that Gary attacks him daily.
Right.
That once his call ends, you have to stop goofing on him. And, he's already putting conditions.
That's funny.
I think he's breaking down, and I think eventually there will be a reconciliation. He's radio gold, Howard. It can't end like this.
So you don't think Howard can stay away from him? Because Eric didn't ban himself. This time, Howard banned him.
Well, the difference this time is I banned him, and
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. Because I really feel he was not honest with me. We went through a lot of trouble to line him up for the IQ test. And I believe he really understood what was going to be the bit. And like you say, he wants this special consideration, which would destroy the entire bit.
Yeah, he's acting as if he left the show because of the way we were treating him. That's not the case at all.
Right. In fact, I think I was treating him very well and certainly getting him opportunities and getting him laid and all kinds of things. There was a lot of quid pro quo. But, he...
And now he's in a negotiation with himself. Nobody's talking to
No,
him.
I mean, I'm really kind of furious because I've always felt that if you make a deal with someone and you say you're going to be part of a bit, and then we go to the expense, and we just don't get a lot of money around here to do bits. So to get like almost like $1,000 to test him and get testing for everyone else, we put this all together. And, it takes a lot of time to put this bit together. We could have tested someone else. So I got really angry with him. And I'm not backing down.
And rightfully so. He
got to me.
It's all bullshit. He knows what it's about. He knows how it goes. He just makes up excuses. But it's one of the fascinating things about Eric Howard.
What is your favorite Eric the Midget phone call? Like, what was your one big Eric moment?
Oh, man. There's so many. That's hard. When he ordered Johnny to do a hit on that guy, Jerry.
Yeah.
When he said, "I'm club fucking footed, you ass wipe."
That is a great one.
The whole
I'm club fucking footed, you ass wipe.
Javier, how old a guy are you?
I'm 35.
35. You got a job?
I'm an attorney.
You're an attorney, so you're not some slouch.
Wow. You actually have a practice?
Yeah.
Well,
I work for the government.
Oh, my.
Look at him. Yeah, he's a big shot, and he loves Eric the Midget. All right, hey, I'm going to test... Hey, let me do you a favor, Javier, here. I'm going to let you prove you're the world's biggest Eric the Midget fan. I'm going to ask you a series of questions.
All right.
I'm going to see how well you do. I'll tell you what.
All right.
If you get 50% of them right, I'm going to give you $711 cash.
Oh.
From 7-Eleven.
50%?
Yeah. I don't know how many questions I'm going to ask you, but if you get half of them right. Is that fair, Robin?
All right.
Don't you think? 1 out of 2 kind of thing?
Sure. Go for it.
All right. You get $711 cash from 7-Eleven. Be sure to pick up this month's cup with a cause celebrity coffee cup designed by Will Ferrell. All right. All right, here we go.
All right.
World's biggest Eric the Midget fan should know the following answers. How tall does Eric claim to be?
Well, originally he claimed to be around 3'6". Now he says he's 3 foot. I don't know how he lost 5 or 6 inches. But.
Well, he claims to be 3 foot 5 inches. He later admitted he's 3 foot. So I'm going to give that to you. That's absolutely correct. All right. What is Eric's birth date?
March 11th, 1975.
That is 100% correct.
Wow.
Javier, you're not bullshitting.
You are really into Eric.
All right, ready? Question number 3. Who is Eric's roommate?
Jan.
Jan is correct.
Jan Johnson.
So far, he's 100%, Howard.
Yeah, this is very impressive. You're well on your way to getting the $711 and proving you are the world's greatest Eric the Midget expert. What children's book did Eric the Midget try to write?
Dougie the Puggy.
That is correct. You do miss the little guy when you go through these things.
You know, Howard, I had an idea for Eric. I wanted him to give me permission to write the Dougie the Puggy sequel. Dougie the Puggy meets Granny Annie.
Were you, have you ever actually spoken with Eric the Midget?
I once logged on to the JFSC just to check it out.
Right.
And that was actually the day where he ended the show in a fit of rage. And I talked to him on Facebook, but obviously not over the phone or anything.
Right. That would be a dream for you.
Yeah.
The first TV show on which Eric ever acted.
American Dreams.
That is correct.
Wow.
All right, this is a hard one. You ready?
Your knowledge of Eric is very deep.
If you know this one, I'm going to say this guy's unbelievable. What name did Eric use to pretend to be someone else on the Stern Fan Network?
Romeo Blues.
That is correct. Wow. Wow. I mean, you're already getting the $711 just based on those. But here, I'm just going to give you a couple of more because I'm impressed.
All right.
Who did Eric the Midget say his favorite band was in 2005?
Oh, boy. You got me there.
Rascal Flatts.
I was going to say that. That's the only one I could think of.
He likes country. Yeah.
Eric claimed he was dating a girl in 2008. What was her name?
Kendra.
That's correct. What did Eric want to name his modeling agency?
Eric's a modeling agency.
Yeah, Eric's Modeling and Talent Agency. That's correct.
Why would you name it anything else?
Yeah. What a great name. Eric's Modeling Agency. Remember he was going to let the model live in his house?
Right. That was, he was having a contest, and part of the prize was living with him.
She had to live there for 7 years.
Yeah, I think that was
7 years.
Yeah, that was my favorite. Like he had to sign a contract with her. She wasn't allowed to leave for 7 years.
What a contest.
Eric's Modeling Agency. You go out. He was going to go to all the clubs and look for the winner. And then when he found her, he was going to lock her up in the house.
Right, he was going to take her home.
Where he could advise her. I wonder if the girl ever would have
Basically stifle her career.
lived there for the best 7 years of her life. All right. What song did Eric sing when Sal asked him to audition for The Wizard of Oz?
Oh, the Lollipop Guild.
Exactly right. Eric once admitted to his masturbation method. What was it?
Oh, he humps the bed.
That's right. Lays on his belly and rubs against the sheets.
Yeah.
Right.
So far, dude, you only got one wrong.
One wrong.
All right, I'll give you a couple more. What were the names of the two Bunny Ranch whores who accompanied Eric to the studio?
Oh.
Haley and Cherry.
Correct.
Wow.
Oh, the world's greatest Eric the Midget expert.
You don't have time to practice law.
What was the name of the Bunny Ranch? Would you go to a lawyer who was the world's greatest Eric the Midget expert?
No.
What was the name of the Bunny Ranch whore who took Eric's virginity?
Oh, I think it was Cherry.
It was Haley. I'm sorry.
Oh, all right.
Eric made a personal appearance at what professional sporting event in 2009?
Was it the WWE?
Sacramento Kings. You got that one wrong. All right. And you know the answer to this one. When Howard asked what was wrong with Eric's foot, how did he respond?
I'm club-fucking-footed, you ass wipe.
That's exactly right. That's the exact quote. I'm club-fucking-footed, you asswipe. I got so many questions, Robin, but this gentleman has absolutely...
Obviously, he has done his time.
Yeah.
I'm full of useless information, yeah.
I mean, look at him. What
So
event...
are you missing Eric on the show tremendously?
Oh, yeah.
He loves it.
He should just call in. He should make the peace with you, Howard. We should just, I don't know, start all over again. He should, I don't know. He's not gonna say he's sorry.
Do you get angry with the people who write in and say never have Eric on again?
I don't get angry, but I just don't agree. It's like, I think somebody on Superfan Roundtable said it last week. There's no halfway with Eric and the fans. Either you love him or you hate him. And I tend to believe a lot of people love him more than there's people that hate him.
All right, here's a tough one. What did Eric do for Howard that pissed off his parents?
He measured his penis.
That's correct. Look at you. Look at that. Remember when Eric measured his penis? Mm-hmm. What event did Eric want to be a correspondent for on Bubba's show?
Oh, some NASCAR race.
Right, NASCAR. All right, last one. I'm fascinated that you know the answers.
Now that we're talking about it, I love that Eric's into all this manly stuff, except for American Idol. He's pretty manly.
He's pretty masculine. What celebrity offered to be a co-host for Eric's second show on Howard 101? That's a tough one.
Second show?
Yeah.
I thought there was only one.
Yeah, well, I guess if there was a second.
The first one was Brian Dunkelman.
That's right. Well, it is Brian Dunkelman, actually, so I'll give you that. Very good. Who was the wrestler Eric wanted to manage?
Oh, man. I can't remember that one.
Rated R. Rated R. How many inches did Eric say he was when he measured it for Howard? How many inches was his penis?
5 inches.
That's correct. Look at it. Well, okay. You're
good.
Javier Vasquez, you are an Eric the Midget expert extraordinaire.
If there are other Eric the Midget experts out there who would like to challenge Javier, they better get in touch with us.
Yeah, I'm sure that the people that put up the sound clips, they must know a lot,
Yeah, but you're pretty impressive. Oh, did I lose Javier? I just hung up on him.
Oh,
Shit.
no.
I wanted to lock him in, and I thought I had.
Hey, Ron.
Eric, you there? This is Eric. This is a different Eric. Eric,
it's
go
not
ahead.
Eric.
Hey now, Howard.
Hey, Gary, get Javier back on the line. Yeah, Eric.
Hey, Howard. I know when Eric started becoming an asshole.
When?
Really?
It was right after he got the gig on American Dream, and you wanted to have him in to promote the show, and you just started making a ton of demands about, coming in and doing an appearance and how you couldn't goof on him and all those type of things. Just typical Eric the Midget type stuff.
There you go.
Yep.
I wanted to say,
love the show.
Thanks, Eric. I wanted to say goodbye to Javier, and Javier, I accidentally hung up on you. There?
That's all right.
All right, sorry about that. By the way, Javier says he falls asleep to Eric clips every night, right? You play them at night?
That's right.
Are you a married man?
No, I'm not.
So you don't have a wife laying there saying, Jesus Christ.
What are you doing?
I don't think that would work at all.
Javier, if you ever did get married, did you have a girlfriend?
Not right now.
Okay. Have you had a girlfriend in this period of time where you fall asleep to Eric the Midget clips?
No.
Well, hey, what the hell? That's very fortunate, because I think if you did meet a woman and she said to you, look, Javier, I don't want you listening to Eric the Midget before you go to sleep, I think that would be a reason to break up, right?
I don't know. I don't think I need to. You know.
Javier, what's with you?
When you wait, listening to Eric or having a woman in bed. I mean, come on. Listen, I'm a big fan, but I'm not an idiot.
Javier, what's with the dating slump you're in? What's going on there?
Well, no, nothing. It's just for the past few years I've had problems. You know, I went through depression and anxiety attacks and panic attacks, and for the longest time I didn't seek help, and I finally did, and I'm getting my life back together. I'm coming back to being who I am, and eventually I'll get to that again. But I don't feel right now like I'm.
Because I'm thinking
that the Eric obsession occurred during this period, wouldn't it? Would I be right?
I guess, yeah. I mean,
do you think that could have thrown you into depression?
No, not at all. In fact, it helps. You know, laughter is the best medicine. You know.
Javier, I read that Puerto Ricans do not get anxiety attacks. I'm very, very surprised by that.
You're suspicious that he's not Puerto Rican?
That's right. You might be part something else. Javier, I would think a Puerto Rican attorney would be able to get laid like crazy over in Puerto Rico.
Well, you know, I don't have like a lot of money. I work for the government, and it pays like shit. So
right.
I don't ride around in fancy cars or anything. If I had my private practice, then it would be something else. But, you know, eventually I'll move on, and I'm sure I'll do well.
Very good. All right, Javier, thank you very much. Javier had a couple of lean years with the women because of his depression.
And so he turned to Eric the Midget for solace.
Right. And Eric the Midget. That is something. That's really something. Better than heavy medication, I'll tell you that.
Oh, definitely. You know, Eric and your show have helped me a lot. I laugh all the time, and I really hope to hear from you on 2011.
What happened in the bad years? Were you just like not able to get out of bed and stuff?
Yeah, you just you know, you're in your home and you just don't want to go out. You don't want to talk to people. You feel like you know, like I don't know. You're depressed. Sometimes I had the feeling like I wanted to cry, and I don't know why.
Did you want to kill yourself?
Depressed.
Did you want to hurt yourself?
No, it never got to that.
Yeah.
But you know, my family was always there for me.
That's good.
And I stopped calling my friends, and I didn't go out, and you just don't want to do anything. I would go to work, and I would just go home and just, you know, shut my door and do nothing.
I like your honesty about it. Is there depression in your family?
No, not really. It's just, you know, it's a really long story how it happened, but the thing is that my problem was that sometimes I'm very stubborn, and I didn't seek help.
Right.
You know, I didn't go to a shrink or anything. And then one day I said, you know, I feel like I'm in a hole, and I just don't want to live like this anymore. And I said, I got to get help.
They put you on medication?
So, yeah.
What'd they give you?
It's Paxil.
You know, maybe that's why I'm listening a little bit. I'm thinking maybe that's why you connect so much with Eric the Midget. He's such a stubborn guy, too. You know what I mean? And you're stubborn. You wouldn't go get help.
Yeah, and, you know, you've said it before. Eric is as delusional as he may seem to be, because Eric seems to live in, like, his own little reality.
Right.
Where he's the center of the universe, and everybody else are, like, I don't know, maggots. You know, he doesn't. One thing I notice is, you know, Eric, people seem to be intimidated by you when they talk to you.
Right.
And Eric couldn't care less.
Yeah.
Eric treats you like
shit.
You know, he calls you a big-nosed bastard or whatever,
right.
You know.
Eric doesn't care what I can do for him or what I've done in my career. He treats me just as shitty as
Well,
everyone
he thinks
else.
you need him. He'll
Yeah.
say, "What are you doing leaving me on hold?"
Right. It's great.
The loudmouth midget.
See, Javier, I'm with you. That's why I find him fascinating, too.
You know, one of the funniest moments was when he first came on his webcam and you saw him for the first time.
Yeah.
And you were looking at his gnarled fingers.
Yes.
You're saying, like, oh, poor Eric, man, it can't be easy, can it? And then he goes, well, you interrupted what I was saying. So, you know, you were being compassionate to him, and all he can care about is
Right.
you interrupted him.
He was.
I mean,
Ridiculous midget.
He doesn't even, like, he didn't look for sympathy.
No.
That's why I liked him.
Yeah.
All right, Javier, I'm with you. I can talk about Eric all day. Congratulations. You've won $711 cash from 7-Eleven. You are, in fact, Javier, as far as I know, the world's greatest expert on Eric the Midget.
for now.
And by the way, Javier, be sure to pick up this month's cup with a cause, Celebrity Coffee Cup designed by Will Ferrell. That'll cheer you up, get you out of any depression you're in.
Sure will.
All right, Javier, thanks for calling in.
Thanks, Howard.
That's a Javier Vasquez in Puerto Rico, who is the world's greatest Eric the Midget trivia
I
expert.
didn't know there was such Eric fans out there.
Eric,
There
the
are.
ridiculous midget.
Robin, you're missing a whole world out there. You're really not on it. If there is someone out there who thinks they're a bigger Eric the Midget expert, I would have Javier and you go at it.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot more questions.
Obnoxious midget.
What is that, Eric?
Eric, the obnoxious midget.
Yes. What do you want me to call you again? I forget.
Eric, the major cock.
All right. All right. Then whatever you say, I'll do. Well, there he is. There he is.